Hey guys, wanted to go ahead and just do a review of the Simgot EW200. So this was actually submitted as someone said, hey, check this out. This might be something you might want to check out. So overall, so before I go on further, my channel is a little different because when I review IEMs, I'm not evaluating them on how great they sound. There are channels, millions of channels that do it a lot better than me. What I am actually kind of focused on is I'm trying to find more neutral-ish, more accurate-ish sort of IEMs. IEMs that are actually, that could be good for mixing, for critical editing, for voiceover editing, or if you're a singer, for monitoring. So it's more for, like, I would say just for critical voiceover editing and mixing, which is, I know it's a weird use case with IEMs, but it's kind of like, it's what I focus on. Everyone's got to find their niche, right? So that's my niche. Okay, so before I go on further, I'll go ahead and pull up my notes here so you guys can just look at that and then skip out. But too long didn't read. This is a bright IEM, very bright, and I personally don't like it. But let's just go ahead and put a scale here for context. If this is warm and this is bright and this is neutral, right? Let's go ahead and map everything out here just so we have some context here, right? So this is critical dusk with analog mode. I'm not talking beast mode. We're talking analog mode. It has two modes, okay? It has a beast mode and it has an analog mode. So under beast mode, it would be, under analog mode, it'd be right about here. It's a little bit more neutral warm, veering on that side. I would say, this is the Dunu Titan S. The Dunu Titan S is close to neutral, but towards bright. So it's about like right here, okay? The Moondrop Blessing 2, I'd say, is veering towards bright, right? So it's like right here. It's like kind of brightish, so I'd put that right about here. The Tangzu Waner Studio Edition is actually more neutral, but towards neutral warm. So I'd put it like right about there. And I really think people should know about that. The Tangzu Waner is, in my opinion, it is quite an amazing IEM. This is the Simgot Lush, kind of more of a neutral warm IEM. I would kind of put it right about there, right? And then, it's falling off, but it's kind of like more right there. And then the Tantrum Origin has a little bit more low end compared to the Blessing 2, but it's veering towards bright, but I would kind of put it like right, well, you get the point. It'd be like right there, okay? And then the Truth Ear Hexa is dead center, like right about there. And then the Truth Ear Pure is kind of like right here, kind of veering towards warm, like Truth Ear Volume S, I would say it's like kind of right there. So where does the Simgot go? Well, the Simgot's right here. Way the fuck over here. Okay, it's right here. Bright. Way too bright. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go over my notes over here, but there's not much to really say here. Basically, they don't really give you much accessories. You get like 3 ear tips. And then what I did was I checked this song to test for bass. The bass is like the clean bass, the lean bass, which I don't really like, whatever. The vocals have kind of like an MKH 416 quality to it. So the vocals, the people sound like kind of like it sounds like it's going through compression. It's slightly, and I said it's leaning towards bright. Not as harsh as the C2 I reviewed, but it's still pretty bright. And I tried different ear tips. And overall, no matter what I do, vocals have a slightly synthetic sound to it. And overall, my overall thoughts were, it never sounds on point. Like the voices and everything just sounds okay, not that great. But overall, I would say for anyone who's considering these, just stop your order and just get this instead. This is the Tangzu Waner Studio Edition. Don't get the Tangzu Waner 2. And don't get the Tangzu Waner Original. Get the Tangzu Waner Studio Edition. Okay, there's a difference. This makes the vocals and everything sound much more accurate. This is a banger. Get this instead. Save your money. And here's where the video will end.